Welcome in, trainers. Bonny here, or you can call me the Professor. My assistant Toasty and I have been studying ultra wormholes and Pokemon from across the multiverse. Let's get started. Last week, we met the Monarch of Mushrooms, Princessence, and more members of her mycelium militia. Unfortunately, our lab was soon swarmed by an overwhelming troop of turtle-like UBs who snatched away the princess. This week, we're leading a rescue mission with Plummerat at the forefront, and figuring out who masterminded the whole operation. Let's get to IDing those terrible turtles, Toasty.
You got it, boss. Parallel from the multiverse. UB recruit.
Although we've met a lot of mushrooms thus far, the types of creatures that share this world are actually quite diverse. Today, we're sliding into new territory with UB Recruit, literally in this case. These turtle-like creatures have both an incredibly dense and hard head, and an even harder shell. Using the weight of its cranium, it can leverage a spinning maneuver that generates a ton of speed and force, allowing it to slide around to attack its foes. UB Recruit will only use this method of attack when threatened, but in the meantime, its signature move is walking?
That doesn't sound right, Professor.
Well, Toasty, look at the thing. I noticed it with Goombash too. These little guys are always stepping about with a bad attitude. They enjoy walking in set patterns, making them quite the little soldier. Its size and nature seem to hint that it is capable of evolution, so let's put this little guy through the ringer and strengthen him up for a transformation.
Parallel from the multiverse. UB recruit.
You might be wondering, aren't these the Pokemon that kidnapped Princessence? Yes, both UB Recruits and UB Lackeys stampeded across the lab to steal the princess. We need more details, but I believe these creatures are simply following orders, and the more we can learn about them, the better we can prep for our rescue mission. I know trainers might find this evolution a bit underwhelming, as it seems that this form simply rearranges the features from its first form into an upright position, but that's simply not the case. This creature fulfills the role it was built for, using a higher intellect to collect themselves as a squadron.
So they serve another? Kinda like how Sprintoads serve princesses?
That's what I'm thinking, Toasty. Reports in the wild describe this UB marching around a secured perimeter at the peak of Mount Silver, where sightings of a massive turtle UB has sent unsuspecting hikers packing. Okay, don't act all surprised now. Of course there'd be another mushroom UB discovered in these installments. Last week, we learned that the many mushroom Pokemon that began to spread around various environments were not their own entities, but form changes to the default base form of mushroom. The same is true here for a more robust and highly dense mushroom that can handle itself rather well due to its rocky cap. It's almost its own take on a shell, and I suspect at its root, shares similarities to Shuckle. Its appearance is rather timely, as we've noticed these creatures spawning around UB Lackey camps, high in the mountains where that larger turtle UB was spotted. If Pipesqueak enjoy mushroom and need them to evolve, then what of these variants in those turtle Pokemon?
I think I see where you're going with this, Professor.
UB Hardy might be the key to understanding the family tree of the creatures that stole Princessence. A pair of Plummerats have been training in-house and we felt ready to go out into the wild to begin our rescue mission. Things got dangerous, but we were able to capture this impressive specimen that will really pave the way in understanding the greater threat. That's right, we believe that we've caught an early form of the dangerous turtle UB that orchestrated the capture of Princessence. Ubier shares many similarities to UB Recruit, although it feels more primal, or even prehistoric. We're looking into discovering if it's a form change, a variant, or hell, even a paradox of the past to the turtle troopers we've been studying. We know that it's drawn to and constantly chewing on UB Hardy. UB Hardys are variants of mushroom, so deep inside it still packs those sought-after nutrients that gave way to Pokemon like Plummerat and Princessence.
So that must mean...
Gold is a legendary trainer from the Johto region, and seen constantly training high upon Mount Silver. He's been largely helpful in staving off attacks of the King of Turtle UBs and requested our presence for backup. The creature's mastery of flames and the rocky terrain make this one of the most dangerous missions we've ever encountered. The fact that this UB also commands an army of Goombash, Trapperana, and the Turtle Troopers make this siege all the more treacherous.
Ready to storm the castle, traders?
Meet us at the base of Mount Silver, where we'll go over plans to capture the UB, retrieve the princess, and round up the remaining refugee UBs to resolve this incident quickly and quietly.
Parallel from the photographs. UB Fortress.
I stand before a most powerful and glorious creature, one that inspires fear but also awe. This walking castle of destruction may be the first legendary UB we've come across in this series of parallel cases thus far. The entity features traits of many creatures, turtles, alligators, and dinosaurs all wrapped up in a draconic suite. Every step it takes is slow but impactful. You can feel the earth shake as it carries a striking shell on its back, one that houses its source of power, heating internally to unleash magical flame on anyone foolish enough to challenge it. As for the mystery of why it ordered the kidnapping of Princessence, well, we figured it out with the presence of Plummerat. Princessence is able to gather her mushroom militia due to her powerful pheromones, which a young UB heir used to their advantage to gorge on UB Hardy to trigger an evolution. In their universe, all bow to UB Fortress.
On Professor's orders, Toasty here to assign the question of the day. Which of the Super Mario Bros. Pokemon Figmon would you put on your team and why? Describe them in full for extra credit. Be sure to comment your reply below by end of day. Turtoil, the marching Pokemon.
Turtoil are incredibly sturdy Pokemon whose heads are too large to retract into their shells. They leverage their unwieldy craniums to their advantage by tucking in their legs and sliding on the ground to attack. They work hard to be promoted in a larger cavalry of Turtoils known as troops. Turtrupa lead Turtoil into battle, feeling superior due to their bipedal stance change. They're constantly on the lookout for intruders to their secluded hideouts their benefactor calls home, and do everything in their power to protect the secrets of the greater operation at hand.
Mushroom, the robust Pokemon.
When Mushroom in its base form settles in craggy and mountainous environments, it transforms into its hardy form. Absorbing natural minerals into its cap, its nutrients are now more robust than ever, allowing its outer shell to be as rugged as the environment it can be found in.
BOWSER, the Scion Pokemon.
BOWSER is actually an exceptionally rare evolution that's built on a variation of Primal Reversion. Treated as royalty, it's unlocked its lost typing thanks to their exclusive diet of hardy form mushrooms as collected by Turtrupas. They grow slowly, biding their time as it reconnects to its ancient roots.
BOWSER, a tyrant Pokemon.
Bowserker's foul temperament comes from holding so much raw draconic power that it needs to expel his mystical flame before overheating. This creature spends most of its day resting, and can reach into its massive energy reserve to assert its dominance against any other alpha that wanders into its mountainous throne.
Registration complete.
Perfect.
Thanks for watching today's expedition into the unbelievable world of the multiverse. I've been Bonny,
And I've been Toasty.
and we appreciate all your love and support. Until next time.
Don't be late.
just got off the phone with Lusamine, Toasty, and the Aether Foundation believes all the Ubies from that mushroom universe are all wrangled up.
Whew, that was a tough few weeks, huh?
You're telling me, pal. And now we can finally Oh, come on!
Professor, who's that?
Kinda looks like you, Toasty.
Hello, fellow Rotom. What's your name?
Okay, it's just either being very stubborn or it just doesn't understand what we're...